Webinars made easy. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another Tribe Forex Power Hour. Today's February 12th, 2014, or this is our February 12th, 2014 preparation for February 13th trading. Actually, I'm doing this a bit late today, guys. I want to apologize for that. Really had an emergency that kept me at bay for a while, and so now I'm going to do that right before our European session and our New York session, which will occur at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Anyway, basically what we do here every day is we determine what the bias of the market will be, and then we trade in the direction of our bias. Okay, it's just that simple. So at 5 p.m. or after 5 p.m. Eastern Time, that's when we close the New York session and we begin the Asian session. We look at our daily bars, our 4-hour bars, and our weekly bars to determine exactly where price is. And exactly what we believe price will do. Now, the probability that price will go up is our buy bias. The probability that price will go down is a sell bias. We determine our biases, and then we will take a set and forget it trade for high probability. And we will also take trades during the European and New York session in our day trading room that we do have. If you want to, if you've got the time and you really want to supercharge your profit. So you can take the set and forget it trade. If you've got a day job, I often take the set and forget it trade for all of my clients. And I will also occasionally take a day trade when it's just such a really high probability and awesome opportunity there. Okay, so that's our formula for success. Choose the bias, take a set and forget it trade, or take a day trade. Okay, day trade during the night. We have a day trading room Tuesday and Thursdays at 1 a.m. Eastern Time and 8 a.m. Eastern Time as well, so that you can trade both the European and the New York sessions as well. We've had a high probability of success. We've done quite well, guys, and I'm going to talk to you about that in just a bit. But let's go ahead and take a look at the charts now. Now, once again, I said set and forget it trade, day trade in the direction of our biases. That's what we do in general. Okay, so let's take a look at the euro dollar starting now, where it is. And guys, I would have called a buy here, and for this reason I will tell you why I would have called a buy, because we have, you know, honestly, we just have had a actually, you know what, yeah, so basically this has been our support area. Support area is down here. Okay, basically price bounced off that area yesterday and it closed above our support. Okay, that's the number one reason, obviously, why we would be looking for that. So we have this very strong support area, 1, 2, 3 touches, 4 touches here, 5, 6, and now the 7th one being formed today. And, you know, we basically don't have any reason, you know, actually we called a sell yesterday. Okay, so we had a sell, beautiful sell right off of this trend line. So if you were a part of my Build Wealth program, you did make money. If you were in the day trading room, you made money as well. But today I'm actually going to call a buy here on the euro dollar, because when I look down at the 4-hour chart, what I have is a reversal candle followed right on that area of support, followed by a move up in the market. So that is why I believe that there's a greater probability of a buy. Dollar Swiss also closed below the 50 EMA. And for the time being, that we would call that would have been a sell. Now this is we're past that right now. Obviously, the rest of them, pound dollar, by the way, which is continually moving up. What's good about the pound dollar, guys, is that this is still in play. We still have a good play here on the pound dollar, not so much on the euro dollar or the dollar Swiss at this point, although there will be more movement, I believe, on both of those pairs. But the pound dollar is a great pair to be trading right now, primarily because we have these areas of support and resistance that we can look to. We've got, number one is we've had this huge, massive, just very strong buy bar here, very, very strong movement to the upside on the pound dollar. It closed right above our last area of resistance, which is at 65.87, and the only thing that's stopping us now is 66.50. We've got to get to 66.50, which is the old high, very close to the old high. Okay, that's our swing high right now. which is at 166.67. The other thing that's good to see here on this pound dollar is that we also have this channel. So we have the support area below us. We have the resistance area above us, which forms a very clean channel here. So if you look, we bounce off the low, move to the high, you know, kind of bounce off of a middle area here, back to the high, bounce off the high, and we've eventually made our way back to the support here, okay, an ascending support, okay, and we're headed right back to the upside as well. Once again, if we can get past the 66.50 area, that's what we're looking for. We've got nothing to stop us from getting the 66.50 at this point, and so after 66.50 we'll be looking for price to continue to move up here on the pound dollar. That is what I've got called here. We have to go far back to see any support areas or any resistance areas, I should say, on the pound dollar. We'd have to go back to 2011 to see those areas. Now above 66.50 or 66, almost 6,700. Okay, that's 2011. So right now, basically, we're looking for 66.50 and above. So we've got a buy bias in the pound dollar. New Zealand, beautiful reversal candle here, actually, sell reversal. Although it would have, I'd actually like that position more if it were bouncing off of our trend line here, our resistance area to the upside. Okay. We're still quite a bit away from that resistance area, but that is a very clean sell doji, if you will. And as you can see, that would have gone more or less between the Asian session and the beginning of the European session where we are. So that was a sell bias as well. And in the same thing here, you can see that our 90.100, 90.50 got hit, perfect hit on the Aussie dollar. Wish I had seen this earlier. And you can see that it sold off. So guys, we set 90.50 as our resistance area. Sorry about that. Sorry I didn't get to that earlier for you, but that obviously was going to be a sell for us there. So I guess the only things that are available for us to trade, this dollar CAD is going to probably be more reactive in the New York session. So I guess we could trade the dollar CAD. We'll be looking for a buy on the dollar CAD. You're going to ask me why a buy on the dollar CAD, because we've been in a consolidation on the dollar CAD and we're at the bottom of that range. So we're going to look for a potential buy on the dollar CAD here. We're already bouncing off of previous areas of support. So that's what we're looking at there on the dollar CAD. Dollar yen showing a sell there clearly. Pound yen really hasn't reacted as much as we could possibly see it react. And clearly this is yen based on this side because the pound dollar looks like it wants to go up. So the yen is actually strengthening for the time being. Euro yen, dollar yen are going down. Pound yen also looks like it is moving down for the time being. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens. This pound yen is definitely moving against the pound dollar momentum. So we'll have to watch and see what happens there. I consider that ambiguous between the two pairs. There's just nothing to confirm its movement. Haven't looked at the oil in a while. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, oil is definitely a sell, guys. Beautiful sell right off of the 800. You can still get in on this one. It's got quite a ride down from where it is at 99.25. We can look at getting it down to 97.50 at that 200 MA. So that is actually a very, very nice place for us to take a sell here on oil. It's also a previous high as well. So it's both the 800 EMA. It's also a previous high. It's a swing high here and an area of support going from there. So about 100.75 was a very good place. Nice doji and nice move down. There's still plenty of room to the downside here. Plenty of profit potential, guys, if you want to get in on this oil trade. I don't always talk about oil, but this one is very clean. So that's that. So what are my trades really looking like? I think there's some play left in the pound dollar today. I think there's also some play in the dollar CAD. We can see a buy on the dollar CAD potentially. And oil obviously is giving us a very clean sell. And that's about it for right now. Euro dollar, yes, I do feel like it's got room for a buy here. I'm on the 4-hour, and it's kind of bouncing off of this 200 MA for the time being, but it's really bounced off of our trend line and hasn't broken through that trend line. I'm going to take another look at this here. Yeah, this is actually a decent bounce off of the 50. I'd like to see what I'm... Okay, guys, on the dollar Swiss, we're actually approaching that support area again. So there may be a play there, and I may have to revise my call on the dollar Swiss and the euro. This could be a setup to see the dollar Swiss actually go higher and break through that 50 MA. All right, so I'm going to call a bounce on the dollar Swiss here. I'm going to look for it to move up. Buy up on the dollar Swiss and the euro dollar. I'm going to tell you to watch for a bounce right off of where we are right now, which is the 50 MA. So I'm going to revise my call here to neutral bias here on the euro dollar or a potential sell. If you do see signs, especially on H4, on the 4-hour or the 1-hour, we could have a continuation, a break of this trend line, and we could head to the downside there on the euro dollar. So keep your eyes peeled for that, guys. I think there is a lot of play here, and we do have actually another support trend line here, so we can get up to 36.44 at the most and potentially see a push down. If we saw a push down, that would signify something significant, guys, because we are kind of in the apex. We're approaching the apex, but it would mean that we'd have plenty of down room. We'd have the ability to go down to 134.40 again, and below that, another support area would be 133.82, and then again at 133.50. So there are support areas, but it gives us a lot of space to play. Look for that. We've got to sell definitely there. And with that, guys, sorry about the late call. I apologize, but it's just in time for your day trading session here. There's still set and forget it trades that you can take. So, you know, get in on those if you can. I said a buy on the dollar CAD, a sell on oil right now, and I think I said a buy also on the dollar Swiss bouncing off of 89.76. So it gets down to 89.76. Look for a reversal candle and buy it. All right. With that, I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow in another edition of the FX of the Tribe Forex Power Hour.